Hey, what's up, guys? So here starring we Sathish from SJBIT. So today we are going to learn the program what is your name. So the input will you give the name, and the output will be what is your name and your respective input. So we'll check out what is this stuff. So initially the program starts with like dot model small, that dot data, which contains the data. So the data is message 1, message 2, which has what is your name and enter your name, those stuff. And we are going to initialize one array, and it contains 40 locations, and which is duped as question marks. So and then we are going to write the macro program here before the code segment itself. So reads macro, reads is the name of the macro program, and loc LOC, which is a parameter for that program. So move h, 01h in 21h, which is the DOS interrupt for getting the input, and move al, the input will be stored in al, and so that al value will be stored in location, right? So that's the macro program. So next we'll go for code segment now. So dot code, move ax, add data, that starting address of data segment will be stored in ax. Then move dx, ax, the ax value will be stored in ds. So initially we are going to initialize move si, 0. So si will be having 0 value. After that, load effective address dx, message 2, move h, 09h in 21h. This will display, this is a DOS interrupt which displays the message 2, that is enter your name. So this will be outputted in the output screen. After that, loop 1, that's a label. So reads array of si. See in the if you can see, there's a space in the Xerox copy. So if you leave one space, means that generates one error, that so better don't leave any space and write it as ARR without any space of si. Just correct those stuff, and then reads ARR of si. So si contains 00. So at position, so array contains something like 40 locations, right? So from 0 to something like 39. So array of initially si is initialized to 0. So at 0 location we are going to read the values, that is one value will be read, and that value will be stored in this location, right? So al to log. So this value will come. So if you give, like, I'll give the input as example, I'll give my name. Okay, I'll give my nickname like Munna. Okay, so that's my nickname actually. So initial type it as yam. So that yam will be stored in the first location. After that, increment si. So si is incremented to 1. So si will be pointing here now. After that, compare al, 13. 13 is the ASCII code for carriage return. That is, after you type the name Munna, right, you will press enter. So that enter value is considered as in ASCII code it is 13 actually. So we are comparing the value which your return is equal to carriage return. So it is not. So if it is not, jump not equal to 0. So loop 1. So again it will read the array. So it is in this position. So again it will read u. After that again it increments. Again it checks for carriage return. It is not. So again it goes to read. Again you type it as n. So the whole value will be typed here. After, when you press enter, it will compare compare al, 13, which is equal to carriage return. So it is 0. So since it's 0, it won't continue again. So it goes to next instruction. So move array of si, $. So since you are manually inputting the values, so there won't be any $ symbols. So if you want to output, means it will, if you use load effective address of this, it will goes on outputting without it won't stop. It will take it as some error only. So it will be like looping continuously. So in order to avoid that, we have to put one $ symbol, so that we are telling the processor that that's the end of the string. So that's why we are giving one $ symbol at the end of the array. So now we are going to output the values which we have given now. Now move h, 00, which is sets the video mode, and move al, 03h, which is giving the resolution for the screen, in 10h, which is a video interrupt. Move h, 02h, which sets the cursor position on the screen. Move bh, 00, which is a number of pages. Initially here is 1, so 00. dh and dl, which gives the number of columns and number of rows. So in 10h for the interrupt, video interrupt. So LEA DX comma M1 move H comma 09H in 21H. This is the DOS interrupt for output. So we are going to output it like what is your name. After that, move SI comma 0. Again the SI value will be pointing here now, right? So we are going to again we have to initialize to 0. So SI is equal to 0. After that, move LEA DX comma ARR of SI. So DX will be pointing to the starting location of SI. So move H comma 09H in 21H. So from here again the output will be starting up. So it will type MUNNA. When it points the dollar location, so it will stop the output. So the output will be like what is your name, and if you give the name as Rahul, so the input is Rahul here actually. So the output is showing as Rahul. Here it is dollar symbol is there, but it is not shown to you because it is shown in only by the processor. Then move H comma 4CH in 21H in, which is the interrupt for terminating the process. So that's the program is all about. So we will catch up in next video. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.